And we are play some more. Date. Ew, back where we left off last time. There we are. Back into it. Oh, that one just went ripe. Harvest ready. Pepper plant. We'll have to sort out a way of dealing with the chlorine if we bust into that. For now, just sending it off somewhere else would probably be useful. Leave these sides open and this end open until we are ready. Then we'll carve our way straight across the top, I think. I cancel that layer there. Go straight across the top by twos. That'll enable us to bring up the walls higher than the leaky fissure. Everybody wants a leaky fissure. Might as well put one more right there and then just use this piece of abyssalite to finish that off. Seems logical to me. Research has finished, so now we have wall pot and a hanging pot. Let's place our wall pot in here, or a hanging pot. Look at all this goodies, sculpting blocks and everything. Nice. Hanging pot. One of those. If we put it above the plant, then we might not be able to put plants in there. We'll just put two there for now until we decide which one of these flower pots we're actually keeping. Seems good. Okay, nice. Back up here and see what's going on. Stuff is dropping down. It seems to all be getting mined away, which is nice. That's actually very good. I'm pleased with that. I think we can probably place one. Probably reach most of that from this one ladder. If we're lucky. We should see. And there's more seeds popping up too. Excellent. What are we doing for food here? Muckroot and pickled meal. We don't really have any food. That's not brilliant, is it? But some of these should be getting close to harvest time. Ah, there's one. Let's see. Wow. My food just went right up straight away. So what was that? Grub fruit. 2,000 calories. Is there anything you can do with grub fruit? Apart from roast grub fruit nut. Oh, that only uses spindly. I'm not even sure if that actually counts. No, because it's saying there isn't any. Okay. We have grub fruit. Grub fruit needs to go in here. A very high priority. Yep, pick up that grub fruit. Put it in there. We don't have anyone who can do that yet, and I don't think we have the time to waste doing it either. That needs to be done by someone with a bit more authority. Should mean that that's all available. Maybe not that row, but we'll see. Beautiful. It's absolutely a thing of beauty. Once I got into there, we can perhaps think about bricking it up. There's ways out now. We can get in and out. I'd rather highlight these. That way we can crack this open and start it running. Rather than later. Where you going? All the way around, Gene. Well done, you. Always go all the way around. Well, now you can't reach all this stuff. So you build some of these ladders in. Never mind. Never mind. That was all part of the cunning plan. Pick up some sulfur. Well done, Bubbles, and run off. Yeah, you're going to build that from the outside. Around the outside. Won't say a third time. I was tempted. There goes another one. Looks the light just popped. Insufficient oxygen. Well, not around here there isn't. There might be down in the base. Let's see what choice we have now. A rancher who can't build. Oh, man. Do we take a rancher who can't build? They can dig. They don't need to build. Max. You're in, Max. We need to make Max a bedroom. Let's whack a couple of doors up there, quick. Make them pretty high priority. Place a bed in there as well. Pretty high priority. And what will we do? Oh, yeah, schedule. Max, what shift are you going to land up on? You're going to land up on lights. Yeah, sorry, Max. Right, skills-wise, Max is going straight into farming. Max will also have some priorities set. Max, where are you, Max? Yep, you will not do cooking. You can do a bit of operating, bit of farming, bit of ranching. When there's no farming to do, you're going ranch. Oh, actually, let's go back to schedule. Not schedule, priorities. We'll just up your... So that when there's nothing else to do, you actually go and do some storing. Which will be nice. I like leaving like level 4 sweep commands. Tidying up. I can't do it there because, yeah, that's going to just be one of these and drop back there again. Right. So does Max have a bedroom? Not yet. When this is all moved over there, this will all become bedrooms. We'll move him to the front at that point. Look at this. This is good. I want to increase that ladder up to there, and the same with this one. And probably increase this ladder across the top. Yeah, seems legit. They long build ladders, so I don't know. We're okay. I'm fine with that. It'd be nice to get this done, but hey, can't have everything. The main people that do all the work are builder diggers are busy at the moment. Don't know where the hell Max has started off to. There he is. Hello, Max. You come to get a tiny amount of... no? 100 kilos isn't that shabby. Okay. So... main priority will be ranching, so you won't be going very far. Once the base is sorted, and that he will be probably one of the lock-ins with the cook. Because I don't like my cook wandering all the way over the map to find one tiny little bit of meat and then coming all the way back with it. And they should have stayed in the base and someone else should have brought that meat. They could have been in the base cooking food. But we have jumped up in Grubfruit Preserve pretty nicely. So we're okay. I'll leave these growing for a bit longer, but I'd like to get rid of them. A couple more grub eggs. Excellent. That is sweet. I'd like to get these grubfruit seeds out of here. That's yet another job for people, so I'd rather wait until we don't have to give them more work. Yeah, we're going to bring this ladder directly up here, I think, straight up until it gets somewhere around here, and then we'll do something else with it. But for now, this ladder will be our way of getting around the bottom of the base, which is why I haven't done this yet. We kind of need a way of getting to our power while all the water is pouring down. I mean, we could bust in here and drop a ladder there. We'd have to come down this side somehow. Yeah, we could do that. Let's pop a brick or two there. Pop a brick or two there. Then once that's built, we can drop a ladder down this side. And yeah, we can get into where this is by coming through this way if we have to. Means we can finally release all this water. Not a huge problem at the moment. Still in early stages of the game. Things are getting built in here. This is nice. I like. Let's have a bliss burst planted in here. I'd like to see what that does, if that transforms the room. Once that bliss burst... Oh, actually, don't cancel planting it there. I want to plant it in one of these. Right, excellent. Bliss burst can go there. Someone go and find it. I don't know where it is, but it's around somewhere. I think I'll let them get that built. Is that a room yet? No, it's too big to be a normal room until someone brings the bliss burst. Then it might actually register. Why are you eating in there when this room will give you +6 morale and this room isn't even a canteen yet? You muppet. That's a laboratory. The only room we don't really have a bonus to food prep is the kitchen. We did get a kitchen. Doesn't really give us much as a bonus as I would hoped. So Max assigned himself to this one. I will table that building, I suppose. I do want someone. Oh, sorry. I know he's having a nice drink of water. Yeah, that's going to come to an end. Alright, no more drinks of water. Press that symbol, please. I want this. Is anyone going to actually get it? It's on a 9. Nobody's actually going to bother getting it. Bubbles doesn't really care. They are farming also. Max should be doing it then, surely. Oh, Max is not allowed by schedule. Max has probably gone to bed then. Yeah, he's gone up there, look. In his little bedroom, and he's sweet. Aww. No, he isn't. Excellent. Very pleased with that so far. There should be a seed somewhere. Oh, we could probably get rid of this one and put that in there as well. I'm hoping Max will come and farm that when he wakes up. Where is he? Right, Max. Max? He's gone off somewhere. Go, we'll just break into there. What we could do is put a ladder here. That way, if we brick this up and the water's still flowing, we can still get down to the power by going round by a roundabout route. I don't think the water will be flowing for that long. Max has gone to get our seed. Well done, Max. It was a long way away, and you're very slow. Very slow. Bubbles earned a skill point. Well done, Bub. Good job. Now, has that turned that into a room? It's turned it into a great hall. Look at that. Wonderful. Excellent news. Now, I would like to check on our priorities. Who is our decorator? We even have a decorator. Everybody is not allowed to do it. Ashcan has a tiny little bit of it. So Ashcan has just volunteered himself to be our decorator. So let's check under furniture. See what we've got. A sculpting block. And we have got granite. The reason I want granite is actually better. Granite actually gives 20%, I believe. Let's go back to furniture. So the raw material gives you 10%. Nothing. They call 20% for granite. Thermally reactive, or whatever that is. Sedimentary. Obsidian is thermally reactive and overheat. So the only ones that actually seem to give a bonus that I've discovered so far is sandstone, which gives you 10%, and granite, which gives you 20%. So I want to deconstruct that, please. Rid of them. Anybody like deconstructing things? Come on. Well, Max is doing some farming, so that is actually what the intention of getting him was farming. We could redirect Bubbles now, because Frankie is going to head up towards electric, eventually getting mechatronics. Usually all your stuff that you're building is in your base, at least for the start. That's quite handy. How much is in our tank? It's a lot. Okay. Put a few tanks in a room with some bleach stone later. For now, it's not important. Right, you do a lot of running around, but I think having help with the critter ranching might be useful. We're gonna do it. Critter ranching. What are you doing? Oh, you're just getting nice. So don't they want to actually deconstruct? Nobody actually gonna deconstruct this. Crazy. Okay, priorities up here then. Let's get this crack done with. I want it done. We can move on and do something else. Deconstruct those, please. This oxygen will get trapped in this area. Might even prevent it from off-gassing at some point. Oh, finally. Finally, you've decided to do that. So let's get in here. Uproot that. Deconstruct that. Deconstruct that. Deconstruct all of this crap actually can go. All of it. I want it all gone. Can have that plant over here. We could plant, say, not sure. Just to spread out the joy. Spread out the joy. Where's the furniture? There it is. Sculpting block. Made of granite. Yeah, those little sculpting blocks are only 2 high. That theoretically means we could put one of those above it both sides. That'll boost the decor. I don't want to put it above the tables because we want a picture there. Painting. And the cook is finally cooking. Appropriate preserved pickled meal. Muckroot is not going down because people would rather eat better foods. This is now going to be a nice clean area. We can set some sweeping going. It's only on level 4 and they're still already sweeping it. Crikey. Yep, get it all swept up. I'm going to take that bliss burst and put it in here for now just so I know where it is. Doesn't get taken away and dumped somewhere. Drop in some more doors. More beds. Could make the beds out of granite, which would be a little bit better. Get up here. I want to bust through here and get it running before it decides. Right, it won't go dormant because I don't think it can. I think they're on permanently. Priority wise, let's pull that to a 6. Pull that to a 6. Now let's get that going. Thought I've got an amalgamate. I have a very noisy neighbour. I don't know if you can hear it. A drum and bass or garage or whatever the heck rap music it is. Something or other. I do apologise if you can hear it. Not a lot I can do about it. It's all on an 8, so it should get done fairly rapidly. We will run this on an 8. Put the way to there. We can just decimate everything else in our way. Perfect. As long as you don't take the second one in, second one up from this edge. One there. As long as you don't destroy that one, it won't work. You can even overpressure them by making a block appear there. Do it right. All that sulphur we've dug up and we've still only got 30 tons of it. So we would hope to find a sulphur geyser and then that's basically endless food. I want them to do those too, but they just refuse to do them. Let's dig that bit out as well. That one can now go because we don't need it anymore. Once they've gone down there and dug that up, we will free this up and it will start chunking out some oil. Not much, tiny little bit. 198.8 grams a second. We will reach this up to same height as this one. It only needs to go to there. Overpressure that. But the length of time it would take to fill this up just by that. Very, 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 very long time. I don't think it needs a ladder there, but I think just for clarity. Actually, no. Rather deconstruct those two. Yeah. We'll deconstruct those two and then those two. Rather have nothing there. Right. This is all set to 6, so they're not doing it because all of these orders are a lot more important. Those are 8s. Come around and do those. And then those are done. Nice. Peaceful. Perfect. Nice. It's gonna... Ah! Nope. Dig 1 and 8. Dig all of that out. There we go. It is now ready to open. That. And... I even make that a 9. I don't think anyone's going to do it. Ah, Stinky's doing some grooming. Nice job, Stinks. How are we on the food? Look at this. Grub fruit is now coming through. Grub fruit preserve is coming through. Grub fruit preserve is nice. In the grand scheme of consumables. Pickled meal, no, grub fruit preserve. Sweet taste can't be matched. Long lasting grub fruit produced, preserved in sucrose. Basically jam. Oh, they look a lot happier eating their food. They're not going bleh anymore. Yep, that's good. We can fire up old Stinky. And he will start sweeping the floor. So, see if we can get a power line to him. How are we doing for power? That's a good point. Got a little bit of copper. If we lay that copper there, we use this thing to smash up some more. We can bring that down here and we can have a copper line coming out of this transformer, which can then take up to 2k of power instead of just the 1. Or it has brownouts and things. Excellent. He's filling up the box. Nice job. I know you're slow. Hey, someone's got to do it, hey, haven't they? He's busy grooming these guys. I don't see any coal anywhere, though. What's the matter? 7 out of 20. Why are you cramped? That's not happening. 96 tiles. You should not be cramped. Is there an egg in here somewhere? There isn't an egg on that side. An egg there, and there are 2 hatchling eggs in there. That's not brilliant. That is not great. I want to move the hatchling eggs in here then, don't I? So if I rotate that and put it there, we'll have to make it sweep only, so I'll have to come back and sweep every now and again. Because this, we can do it this way. We can put some of these down. Build them. We don't have the... they are made with raw metal. Find metal. I was going to say, if we put those in here, get those eggs out of this room, they won't be cramped. I should be making coal. This I can set to sweep only. Critter egg. A nice high priority. Sweep. And the only thing in there should be critter eggs. So we'll deconstruct that one. Move that into there as well, probably. Not powered, so it doesn't matter. Don't want critter eggs going in here. Oh, that's okay. Not. Max can pick them up. That's his new job. Good boy. Good lad. Get the eggs and take them into here and dump them there, and they should be in this room and out of here. Same with this hatchling egg. That needs to go as well, please. And these guys are still cramped, probably because there's one there. And this stone hatch, which we don't really want in here. I might dump the poor old stone hatch out. Put him over there somewhere. Or put him in here. Yeah, put him in there. That'll become like a nursery room for them to grow up in. Has that been unleashed? It has. Look, it's flowing. I would like to analyse it, please. It's probably going to be pretty hot to stand in. Might have to cancel analysing until we've got suits. I want to take stone hatchlings off of there. Put stone hatchlings on this one. We will move them, we'll make them their own branch at a later date. Can we click on the stone? We clicked right on it. Yes. Wrangle you, please. Now building stuff, doing stuff. Good. Building the wires. Well, sweepy. This wire cannot take this power level. I mean, we're not running everything at the same time. It still can't take that level of power. Oh, he's giving out balloons, look. I think he's so happy. Giving people balloons. Well done, old Stinks. Excellent. Insufficient oxygen. Well, there's lots of oxygen around here, so I'm not bothered. Not yet. We will become bothered later. Now, Baby Doc is still unpowered because we haven't plugged him into the main line yet. Mainly because I'm worried about brownouts and overloading the circuits. We don't want to do that. Get the new bed section done. We'll move Max to the front. He doesn't have to walk all the way to the back. I won't do it while he's sleeping because he'll probably get up. Max has got is now this one. One more bit to do and we've got enough space for 10 dupes. 5 per shift. We don't have the food to support them yet, but we're doing okay. Pleased with that so far. I think I need to decide on the next research. Don't need the gas range yet. We don't need the botanical analyzer. I need rocket engines. Those. Would like the plastic press. Let's start on that. Might be something more important that we have to change it to. Well, now should okay. No one with a job. Stinky Frankie and Max are operating or supplying. Okay. Well, I'll let some other work get done first. I try and dig down here when this goes dormant. It's idle at the moment. We go down here. If this isn't giving out any steam, we can brick it up. Brick it in. And just let this water out. Get in this biome and demolish it. I want to put a door like this. Solid door. Right there. We can lock it when the time comes. Yeah, I think I'll deconstruct these as well. I'd prefer these little sculpting blocks dotted around. Look nicer. How are we looking in here? It's okay. Once we get some bindweed going, what we can do is use the overflow from the toilet system, make one of these plants when the dirty water comes down, it feeds one of these plants, and it will be a weed plant. Ranching rocketry. Small bladder, buff. Quick learner with irritable bowel and can't build. Looks alike. Are you guys happy now? Yes, they're all happy, groomed. I don't see any coal in there, so we shall see. We'll keep an eye on it. Well, it has got sucrose in it. Fruit preserve. Sweep these sandstone bits out. Because when the sweepy duck's activated, he'll pick them up. His inventory will get all jammed up. Such a small amount in there, it's not even showing yet. It will slowly warm this area up, so we've got to worry about that later. That's looking okay. We've got 10 bed spaces. We can have another 5 there if we wanted. We've got a sort of a ranch going. They all seem to be groomed and happy, so yeah, can't complain. We've got grub eggs. Seriously, make the plants grow faster. A lot faster. That's been already examined a little bit. Now I think bring this ladder up. Go say there. Yeah. We've already drained that water out. There's no water to drain on this side that I know of. We don't have suits yet, so I'm not bothered about digging into there. I'd like to get that bit finished so that we can block this off and pour this water out. Be fun. Once we've dug to there, that will probably just break, I'm guessing. That will drip straight down here. So this gotta go. Gotta go, pal. No, you can't go. Cancel. We put you in on purpose because we're going to block the door off with you. Yeah, okay, fine. I don't know where they came from. Ah, spindly grubfruit plant down here. I would like to do a little bit more digging over to there, please. Goes on priority. That's an 8, so that should get built fairly rapidly. Stop going out there. Have you picked up all these bottles? No. I haven't done any research. Once this bit's dug, we'll dig through the back here. Might make it quicker if we dig there for now. And what do we need there? We need to dig 2 away from there. If we do that, now we're going to do it there. That way, it shouldn't let all that water through. There. Yeah, okay, fine. Good work. Critically. Ah, we got up to 15 kilos of it. Look at it. Not even enough for a... Oh. Whatever. It's not enough for it. Let's see. Kind of volcano there. No, I thought that was another one, but it's not. We can't really get into that. That's the problem. A lot of polluted water. I'm hoping this biome joins here and it's not got tremendously hot obsidian in the way. Yeah, look at this. Horrid muckroot there. More just to see what's around this area. Apart from more sweetles, of course. Priority. Let's That is a very high priority. Why is it not being done? Why are you not being done? Nobody wants to do it, so we might have to make it. What is it? Errand type operate. Frankie, Max, and Stinky. That's priority. Frankie, no. Max, yes. Let's bump you up on operating then and see if you get it done. You need operators. all standing around the gate because they need a playroom, somewhere to go. We'll clear all this crap out, and this will be fine at a later date. Just expanding at the minute. Rush, no rush. Now we can bust in here and get some of this reed fibre that's ready. 3 pieces on the floor, and each one is also ready to be. We'll be digging down here again, but from the main ladder here. There we are. Now, what I was thinking of doing is this airflow tile has to come along here to there and hop. Going to finish there. We dig this through here, dig this out and let it drop down, and then brick it up. I'm going to dig those 3 tiles there, I think. And yeah, that's going to be an airflow tile to there. That one. And I want to dig out that one, maybe that one as well, because that will become quite a high priority. And we'll keep an eye on it, because as soon as it's dug out, we want to dig that one and put a brick there or something. Not too much bad stuff coming to the base. It won't matter too much. Copper ore, let's make that a really high priority. Do we not have any copper? Very small amounts of copper. There's copper ore here. I'm going to make this job. Other jobs done. And they're not doing them. Research going on. We've got farming going on. Grooming going on. We've got grub eggs being dropped. That's fantastic. What have we got here? Granite. I want a block made of granite. There and there, please. Oh. That one and that one. Well, that one built first. In, come back. In. Back. Off you. Ah, people. You're just going to go off to break just and let all that horrible noxious gas come in the base, because you don't care, do you? Somebody has got a skill point. And it is Ashcan. Going to put Ashcan into improved carrying. On his way to potentially becoming a mechatronics. Yeah. Starting to get a decent amount of stuff researched. I think it will take quite a while for this noxious gas to come up. And the oxygen will kill it. Okay. Now place a block. As we can get round now, we can get round this way. When we pour the water, we'll lock this door so nobody can come through unless we say they can. A little bit more digging down here to be done, but I'm going to cut that for now. Don't see anything exciting down here I really want to get to. I think he needs a lot of water. In it somewhere. I don't know where he's going. Research. There we go. Max is smashing up some rocks. People are very much enjoying their fruit meals. Fruit is getting left lying around, which I do not like. But we'll get that swept out and moved somewhere else. Yeah. Moved to a better place for storing the food. I like to keep it fairly close to the hall if I can. Put it on here somewhere. How much of this wire have we made now? I'd like to come from the not like that, please. Yep, that'll do nicely. Smash up a bit more. I haven't smashed up much yet. Fine. Be able to make beds with this plastic. So. Oh dear, that's funny. Okay, we've bricked in there now, so now we can brick in. It will take a little while. Actually, that's not going to be a brick, is it? That's got to be... That's got to be one of those. Thank you very much. Yes. And what is that? Water. Nice. I don't know how water got down there. It did. Things are getting done very, very slowly, but they are getting done. We'll build these three. We can build both of those at the same time because they can both be reached from that ladder. In fact, if we wanted to, we could cancel that. Dig in here somewhat. Put them all along here, right to this tile. That'd be useful. Then you can do it without getting wet. And because this is igneous and granite, it's not about to collapse. I'd like to know how water got in there. It must have been up here, I think. It fell down. If I dig out, say, the top layer as well. then we can just put in a whole layer of these in one go. Be nice and easy. There you go. Do right up to there without having to worry about water getting on top of the soup. I like to see how long I can survive without getting suits installed. Usually you need to make your oxygen supply anyway. You're going to have to tame this volcano, make an oxygen supply room maybe here, and something to cool the oxygen and pump it into the base. I'll just pump it in hot at first anyway. I want to get a picture above each 3 tables set. Pretty cool when you get a painting above each one. Try and do it, but I think it's a bit hard work, is it? Luckily there's very little oil actually coming out of it. Otherwise I think it would be very much overheated. So, is anyone downstairs? Nobody's down here. We're in this section, that is fine. So at this point we can lock this door. Actually, locking it would just prevent people from being allowed to walk through it. Come up here. This is a mesh tile. It might be an idea to make these mesh tiles as well for this water. Yeah, I think I'm going to. Okay, you know what it's like. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go. Is that already cancelled deconstructing? Make it a higher priority, please. I want these turned into mesh tiles so that when this water pours, accidentally touches that, it doesn't flow in here and like flood all your plants and ruin them. Someone's left their muckroot lying around. Who would be eating muckroot when there's all those better options to eat? Take that out as well. Out, please. A sweeper above there. Can't wait to put a sweeper above there when we finally get someone trained in it. Thinky, you got farming, ranching, critter ranching. I don't really want you doing crop tending because you'll spend ages making fertilizer. So I think the better thing for you is to get the critter ranching. Be more effective at critter ranching. Seems logical. How many of these have been changed? 2. Okay, and another one, please. And is there any left in here? Yes, there is. I'll make that back up to 20 again because I think we're going to need it. 25, 30. Make it 30. Ugh, I always wander off to the toilet every time. Just get cracking. Right, I better allow them in and out here, otherwise we will run out of power. At some point in time we will. Power. We're going to need some airflow in here. Don't want airflow time. There's one at each. There and there and there. Probably do both of those. That's got an egg on it that I don't want to fall down here, so can stay there for now. I was doing really well with analysing that leaky fissure. This seems to be all done. Now we can dig two along and down. Build in the airflow tile wall that side. All we've got to do is try and get those two tiles and we're done. I'd like to fill in that floor. Like that. Need all this copper ore out. I think we're running low on copper ore. 38 tons. No, we're not running low on copper ore. That is an 8. What are these? Oh no. Parity. Make them 7s. Yep, like that. I don't want them to be. I want these to be done first. Oh, yeah, a couple more 7s. Nope, 7s, please. That. Random one there, but hey. Going here. The airflow, nice. Doing more airflow here, but I don't want polluted coming from the bathroom. Yeah. Would like another one of those. There, please. Yes. Good. Right, but the entrance to the food eating place. Anyone going to eat food will wash their hands before they go in. Hopefully, most of them will. Well, things are slowly getting ready. Want this one done. And Ashcan might go and do that in a minute. Yes, he's going to do it now. Then we're ready to pour that water down into our tank. Hopefully it will work. Relock this door once I do it. Make sure that's well stocked with coal. I want to keep my eye on that and see who goes in here. And that starts getting dug. I think they're coming down to build those 3 tiles. I built those to make it so they're not going down and then up and then across and all that malarkey. I'd rather they just kept straight. There's something down here they want to get. Picking something up. Granite. Max, what are you getting? Sulfur. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Oh, I forgot to switch back from sandstone. That's why he was going all that way to get granite. Is it cold? As it must be. Well, these batteries are nice and full, so I think this is a good opportunity to just say out only. And make this a very high priority. Well, it's nice and early in the day. Out only. Don't forget to let them go back in. We're on. Come on. Come on, dig this. Build this ladder or whatever you're doing. Problem is, this piece of sand is going to drop straight down as soon as that piece is dug. You have to tell someone to go down there and dig that out. Yeah, it's going to fall all the way down here. Want to dig it. Oh, what's that drip? Oh no, it's going to flood everywhere. Maybe not too bad. Might be a bit of mopping to do. And then we also need to get that dug out. There. The rest of the water out. Yeah. And we want to do a bit of serious mopping quick. Bedrooms are a bit wet. Other than that, I think everything else survived pretty well. There's more bias to this side anyway. So if I place a tile there, someone should come down and run across and do it. Eventually. We also need to mop in there, don't we? Mop. Mop. I'm having a nap. I can hear someone snoring. Oh yeah, they're in bed. With water all over them. Well, that drained that out. Now we can carry on digging up. So we may need a little bit of priority tweaking to make them mop. I think they're very keen to do some mopping. But yes, that has emptied the way. Carry on digging up, but we'll have to make some way of catching that polluted water. We can't get into here because that is 1,547.1 degrees. If we bust into there, we're going to be dealing with very hot temperatures. We're not ready for yet. Not yet. But that's pulled all that down. Someone's going for a bit of a swim. We just need 2 more tiles left in our tank. We'll be virtually complete. Occasionally when you build an airflow tile in water, it gets actually waterlogged and you see water inside the tile. We'll hope that it won't do that. It'll push it out the way. Or he will just run away because he's going to drown. Fair enough. I totally agree. Let's do some nice high mop commands that nobody will do because there's nobody... nobody has the priorities set for mopping. So I think it's under tidy, isn't it? Yes, it is. So, Stinky and Bubbles and Frankie and Max. You can all do a bit of mopping. Well, hopefully I'll remember to change your priorities back again later. Probably won't, but I hopefully will. There we go. Now there's some orders to do. Moppings. We've got this patch of water there, which will probably just use the pitcher pump method to drain it over here. Some bottle emptiers in a row, say, like that, and give them a floor, obviously, and then just use them. You can do that actually with magma. You can actually carry magma with bottle emptiers and pitcher pumps. Who have we got? A farmer? We could do with a farmer. A caregiver, increased food morale, decreased machinery. You'd actually be quite a good character to have. Like you. Rock fan gains attribute bonuses during meteor showers. That must be one of the new traits. I haven't seen that one before. Hooker rancher, but we could do with a dedicated farmer now. I think I'm going to go with Catalina here. She is going to have this bed. We're going to get a schedule for her. She can go on... Are you going to go on days or nights? You can go on day shift. You're going on days for now. And then priorities. We need to set Catalina to do some stuff. And things. You are going to be a farmer. That means Max, you can be took down a little bit. And even Frankie can go down a bit. Even Stinky's been doing some ranching and farming. Not supposed to be your job, but as you get more and more people, you can actually specialize a little more. That's been done, so we'll put the last one in there. But technically, it's not the last because we've still got to do this wall. Let's run that line up there. Once that's put in, we can demolish this bit, and our water tank of doom is finally finished. Is there any actually in there? There's a bit of bleach stone in the water, and that's it. So we can now set this, be allowed in and out. Otherwise, we'll run out of power. Nobody will feed the east. Oh, Minecraft series. There we go. It's still going. This cool steam vent is going for ages. A long time. More to slice off in here. I want to get all that copper ore out. Hello. Oh, hello. I did not spot you. Oh. Now. Hey, we might have to dig in. Yeah, dig in an extra one. As long as you don't do that tile there. 2 across, 2 up. As long as you don't do that one, it won't. It won't start. Whatever it is. You're slowly getting there. It's a slow process. I think he's got some sulfur. There's sulfur in there to feed them, and there's sulfur in there to feed the plants. And we pick up the sugar and make not pickled meal. Ugh. We make the grub fruit preserve with it. Finally get the airflow situation sorted out. I stopped. Yes, I have. Once this is done, this ladder will drop down. And eventually, if it doesn't hit a object of importance, it will go right down to the bottom of the map. We'll have a fire pole going all the way down as well, and a transit tube eventually. That's talking way in the future. While they are doing that, I will focus just there, and I will be right back. That was good timing. They just finished. Okay, so we can dig. Basically, we're going to dig all of that out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to have to leave that one there for them to reach it. All of that is reachable from the ladder. Yep, that's the only one that's not reachable, so we'll just leave that bottom square. And this is all done now, so we can deconstruct this stuff. Put our fire pole back in place. And has any crushing been going on? Not an awful lot. I'm going to bump that up by 1. A little bit more crushing goes upon. We need crushing going on, please. More crushing. It might seem rather wasteful, but we are on a map with geoactive, so there's going to be a lot of vents. There's probably more. There probably is going to be a cup of vent. I'm not overly fussed about didn't quite click that in time, otherwise Gene there probably would have dug that for us. Frankie is in a dash to go and find probably more sulfur, I guess. Yep, more sulfur. Well, now we have an alternate way round if we ever need it. I really want them to start doing jobs on a 6. How many we got in here? 6 out of 20. We're going to need to make another ranch very, very soon. I might move the ranches completely. I won't have it here. I want to have a big space where I can build them tall. I prefer tall ranches. So, if we have this space cleared, we could at least get... Now, I need to know how big the range is on the sweeper arm. I think it's 8. It might be 9. Might be 4 each side plus 1 in the middle. I can't quite remember. And that's the length of the room. And then you can just go up as far as you need to make a full-sized room out of it. These make the whole thing out of just pneumatic doors. But then you can even put what are they called? Ones that can go through the floor. You can put those in it. And it's just pneumatic. There's the chlorine gas vent. And where did that other vent go? We haven't even started up here yet. That is on a 7. Can they get up there? Yes, they can. Not that they can't reach. Are you idle? You're idle now. If I dig under here, all this is going to fall down, which is going to make this not good. Do that first. Yeah. Need to get in here and get a bit more bleach stone out later. Not just yet. How's the water doing in here? It's slowly building up. Full of germs, so we can't add it to our main tank. Well, even though it's clean water with germs in it. Yeah, that makes complete. There's another thing of beauty. I love water tanks. Now we can drop our ladder down the side. And we're not going to get into this biome just yet because I want to pick around here. I want to put under oxygen, isn't it? Deodorizers around the entrance here. But whatever polluted oxygen comes through, it's polluted. Some of it's got slime lung in, some of it hasn't. If you let slime lung take a chance, at the moment it's just 67 germs. Once it starts multiplying, it can get out of control pretty rapidly. So we'll leave that. I would like to bring that up to there, but it's been so long. Seems to be doing all right for food though, so we can probably afford to take on another dupe. I know you could work it out by what plants you've got and food you've got and everything, but where's the fun in that? Yeah, muckroot, pickle meal, grubfruit preserve. A lot of muckroot in stock. Pickled meal is what we're getting from this lot. What's the matter with you? Oh, you've got a bit of sunstroke. Bit of heat stroke. I'm not surprised working in there, but you haven't got much left to do, so you'll be fine. Ah, we got waterweed growing now. Another one. Yes, that's neutronium. There's another vent there. Volcano there. What we got? Polymer Press. Excellent. And the oil well, which we will... We saw something just there then. Polymer press and oil well. Both necessary objects. Right, now that's done, I think we can get rid of this door. Rid of that. Get rid of that. We don't need those in our way. We need some more constructor people. Go to priority. Oh, we do have a skill. Catalina, don't we? Catalina, you are going to have farming. What are your priorities? Your priorities are already set, aren't they, into farming? And Catalina, you can have a farmer's hat. Congratulations. Well done, you. Deconstruct this bit of wire. We want this to go all the way down there. It's got to come up here. Okay, let's see how much of it we've got done. 1, 3. Along to there. Like so, I think. Seems legit. How come sandstone keeps getting in there? Don't know where that came from. That needs to be got rid of. How much have we got left? 12. Yeah, we'll need a few more. A few more. There's always a few more, and then a few more, and then a few more after that. Well, I know where that sandstone actually came from. The airflow tiles, so it was floor. Technically, it wasn't the airflow tile itself, it was the floor before the airflow tile. The aero tile. You finished that? You have. Look at that. Yep, we knew that already. Crude oil. Eruption period 600 seconds every 600 seconds. The next dormancy is in 80 seconds. It's active 0.3 cycles every 0.6 cycles. So it's not actually active full day. Okay. Active half a day. It's a weird way of doing it. 600 seconds every 600 seconds. But the active period is 0.3 cycles every 0.6. So it's always going dormant in 80 seconds, it seems. Which never happens. Very odd way of doing it. But never mind, it works. Getting the power wires laid. Nicely done. How much more power wire have we got? We'll bring this one in the floor. And we have Jean. He's going to become an electrical engineer with this point. But next time, she can become a mechatronics. Probably my favourite skill in the game. And we'll have to make a much bigger coal power bank for now. Can't bust into this space, which is unfortunate, but eventually we will have, instead of a geothermal spike, we'll probably just make a spike that will go into the magma. This volcano. See if we can figure out a way to do it with one of those things that breaks the blocks for you. Let's deconstruct those 4 now. See if we've got a bit more power. A bit more wire, I mean. Nah. Just won't let me put that last bit in. You can do it all in one line, it lets you fill it out. Sweep up all the junk, please. Yes, I know I could just use the sweeper tool, but copper all lying around here could be being used. And Sweepy will get plugged in. We'll have to run this wire first, otherwise this will start having brownouts. I know we've got a potential load, but you can take 240 and 480 off of that, so it's well less. I use their snipper tool that they... Now it's down to 1090. I take the 240 off, we're well below the 1000. Not enough refined material yet. Still 21 on the system, so that's good. Oh, good. Well done, Max. I thought you had better jobs to do. But no, apparently not. You enjoy running around in places you're not supposed to be. Plus 6 morale there. Plus 1 morale there. And that just boosts your work by 10%. That enables you to groom. That's nothing. And that should be a greenhouse, and that should be a stable, real tiny one. With the door being open like that, they can come and go as they please. They occasionally get groomed. It's groomed. That one's glum. Well, if you wander in there, you might get groomed. Then you won't be so glum, will you? But after a while, those green eggs will hatch, and they are grubs. They are much better at fertilizing the plants than the Sweetles, but they can't double up. So if a Sweetle gets to it, it only gets a 5% buff. Instead of, I think, a 25? I'm not sure. So when they start hatching, you really want to get the Sweetles out. And I would like to use this floor for something else later. This and this go. But there's a nice long piece here that I might use for a... yeah, there's actually 2 plants already there. It's nice when you eventually get to the stage where you have the transit tubes. You run them through a park. Just the tubes run through the park. Then the dupe inside the tube will get the buff for going through the park. And I just dropped that on the floor. Never mind. Get it later. Power wires going in. Excellent. One more bit there, please. Deconstruct. Construct, and they're not going to deconstruct it unless I bump that right up to a... I used to, back in the day, love deconstructing. You give them an order to deconstruct and they were right on it. Sorry about all the crunching. That's me. Some delicious cheese and onion crisps. Right. Have a chance to get some crushed and get done. That's all powered now. That can be powered. And Weepy Doc will be powered. We power him now. Yeah, let's power him now. Load. I see power. Waiting refined material delivery. Okay. Well, we need to get this piece of power done first. Gotta be done. Otherwise we will get brownouts. I should have continued that all the way along while I had the chance. Mind. But to do that bit. Can get in there, can't they? Yes, they can. Yep. Oh, they're all doing the usual trick of going to bed just when you want them to do something. That's why it's nice to have, if you've got several shifts, to actually have builders on each shift, builder diggers on every shift. If you don't, they will decide to you will have a boring time. I mean, you will have a time where there's nothing on. Can't really make anything, do anything. Everybody's gone to bed. And that's what we've got at the moment. It's both the builder diggers on the day shift and the night shift doesn't have any. But eventually we'll have like maybe 4 shifts and there'll be a couple of diggers on every shift. So digger builders. That way, Max, you're going straight into ranching. Ranching. The correct one for you. Yeah, let's just check. Ranching. Yes, that's what I wanted you to do. We've got operating high because I want you to cabling. Yeah, Max can get his hat now. Bit of ranching. Yeah, have a hat. Everyone likes a hat. I've done a few of these. Run some more power line if we've got anything. No, we don't have any. 15 orders left. Bump that up. It's always nice to have a few, and we'll need a bit for our steam turbine when we get round to the first one. We can get into this room now. If we could knock, say, this bit out, we could fit a rooming station in here. Probably keep these two area as a makeshift of branch. Or maybe knock through here so we can get all this. Palm lilies, and there's an egg. Make sure it's not too big. There's wasted space here too. Nice to, when that's hatched, block that up so they're not going in there too long. Instead of actually making a proper branch to put them in, you can just sort of dump one in there and just run a wire up to it. What are they coming up here for? They're finally doing this ladder. No, they're fanatically collecting much sulfur as they can find. Oh, this ladder's finally getting built. That shows that some of the other jobs are getting done now, because the jobs are ones that have been left a long time are starting to get. It makes me wonder. Yeah. Oh, iron volcano. Another volcano there. One there? No. I haven't really seen a hydrogen volcano for a long time. Or a vent, should I say. Hydrogen vent. I think the very first game I played of this, 2 hydrogen vents next to my base, which I just used for power. Made it very convenient and easy. Which I kind of expected from all games after that point, and I was kind of disappointed when I didn't. Eventually we'll get rid of this ladder, because I don't like them coming out of this end and then round and up. It annoys me. Rather, they just came out, got onto this ladder and went to where they wanted to go. Although this ladder is obviously going to get hit straight in the bottom of this, so we can't go right up to the top of the map with this ladder. But until we've seen what the map looks like further down, we don't even know if we're going to hit something down here. Oh, there's a random vending machine in the middle of an ice biome. So build that diagonally through there, so that there's no chance of any of this pipeline going into the base. Choose a dupe or some sand. And now we finally get a rancher with 10 husbandry. Wow. We will need several ranchers with the base I'm planning. Can do hard digging. Require a light to sleep. And they're anemic. Oh. Doctor, who's a quick learner with a green thumb. It's extra morale from art. You could be handy, but who needs a doctor for that? You get a take on morale bonus as well, and you're a quick learner. Suit wearing researcher operator. Well, I guess you'd be pretty darn good, Otto. Let's add you to the team, I think. Otto, welcome. Schedule. Otto can go on the night shift. And Otto can have a hat. No, Otto needs some skills first. Otto, we're going to put you not into that. Direction door. Improved tinkering, yes, I want an operator. So we can then go skills. So you can have a tinker's hat. Very much. And then we will go to priorities. Otto will have no in researching. I know you're good at it, but you're not yet. Means Max, you don't have to do that anymore. Frankie, you don't have to do that. Tinky, you don't have to do that anymore. That should be Otto's job. Let's see how that goes. Otto is only on the night shift, so we may have to make someone on the day shift capable of doing that. We've still got plenty of toilets and showers and everything. Situation. I think we might disable one of the showers and swap it for a loo. Yeah. I think we should, because we're just going to mass loads of water otherwise. Spending ages. I would like to set some more research going, but make sure I want that party phone. Probably use that. Yeah. Because you shouldn't be doing that. You've got other jobs you should be doing. I want to move the food prep. Maybe over here. I want to move it there because we might expand our bedrooms and it'd be nice to have a block. Nice to end up with like a 5x5 block. I normally make them wider than that, but 4 is big enough for a plastic bed, so that's fine. Then we can bust in here and destroy all of this. Now they can stand on a ladder and reach 4 tiles above the ladder and 3 tiles below it. We go there. We can eliminate all of this. Most of underneath. Come over here. I'm not going to open this up until we've sorted something out here. I would like to get my hands on this reed fibre. Then we can plant one of those on the end here. And all the toilet water that comes through will go into it. If it goes directly into it without a spare piece of pipe next to it, then the rest of the water will flow on back through the system. The only time water will get into it is when they flush the toilets. That's enough to keep it going for a very, very, very long time without you having to worry about the tank overflowing. Kind of nice. Once we get our mechatronics, we can start putting some sweepers up, I think. Or we can decimate this section. Build our ranches over there. What's most important? I think most important might be getting in here, actually. It could actually be very important to get in there. Got a iron volcano, but we can't really use that until later. If I bang through there, we're going to hit that ladder. All of this will fall, so they won't be able to get up. That's done. That way, we can come down here maybe and start doing something with this volcano. We won't be able to really get too close to it until we've got... To get the suits, we need the water tamed. We also need... let's set that to in only. Out. In. When they're going in there to eat, they will wash their hands. When they're coming out, there's no point. They shouldn't have dirty hands when they're coming out if they used it on the way in anyway. You will need filling up. See how that goes if we change it to a 6. How about if we change it to a 7? How about if we change it to an 8? Let's see how the storing, which is the bottom job out of all of them. Least favourite job from anybody. I'm going to change that back to a 7. I'm going to find the new guy that we just hired. Otto. Wrong button. Well, sorry about that. I think I clicked the wrong button and just completely closed it. Might be some stuff. Yeah, we're back to this. Look. I think been reset back a considerable ways. That's okay. Wait for them to finish running around over here. Unnecessary locations. Anywhere they can find a little scrap of sulfur, that's what they're going for. They're trying desperately to fill this container up. Power lines. How much did we get done? Oh, not bad then. I think we got to put a bit there and there and there and there. And there. And I think we're done. At least with those bits of power lines. Hopefully later on we can get ourselves some nice lead. Make all our power lines out of. It's still going. 94 kilos. Wow, I'm surprised. Doing well. You can't even see it. It's so... Whee! Where are they going? Oh, that is before I put this up as well. I want to go right to the end. Well, this is done. I'll brick that in for now. I may go in by one with the airflow tiles up there. Brick that row. Get in by one. Once they've laid this conductive wire, I want to check if I accidentally set all these farm tiles to 8 as well, which I did. Bit silly. Right, so they're filling back up with water. Fluted water comes around here. Now, if this end one was relevant, yeah, let's uproot this plant. I want to get rid of this farm tile and switch it. The other type of farm tile. How are we doing in here? 6 out of 20. Okay. Run this ladder on a 6. Up to the top there. And we can get rid of this piece, I think. Don't want them keep going up and down it. It's annoying. The more options they have for choices of directions, the slower the game will run. Building up with pickled meal. Got enough grub fruit to make a second branch. And I do want to make a second one. Because if I make a second one, we can have sweetles in one and grubs in the other. Because the grubs I go to critters. These buggers. One bug sweepies is classed as a critter. Divergents, aren't they? Grubs are closely related to sweetles, but they eat sulfur. They also eat sucrose, so you don't want them in the same room if you want the sucrose, because otherwise they'll eat it. Or when we get mechatronics, we can put 3P arms up, snatch away any sucrose before they get to eat it, because that should be put in here. That is on the same rating. To put in there. But they absolutely love getting sulfur. Nobody gives a damn about getting the sucrose, even though they're both on the 7. Oh well. Yeah, well, we've done some research. Let's see what our air pressure is like, because it keeps telling us it's low. But yeah, he didn't produce a lot, but had bunches of oxalite. We will need to get in there and start making our own. We've finished up here now, so let's do that again. There. That will give us a little bit more copper and give them some sulfur to go running around after. That'll make all this fall down. That gives us another area we can expand into for maybe bedrooms or something. We could make another floor here, but then we'd have to lower this or just delete a couple of tiles here and move this ladder down, which is fine. Give us an extra floor. Once the hatches start, oh, they've laid another egg. Any more eggs? Yes. That's why you need a sweeper there as well. Get the eggs out as soon as possible. Stops them from breeding. Don't like it. How are we doing power-wise? Is that all done now? There's a little bit there to do. Otto's current errand. Come on, Otto. You know, you're a bit slow. But hey. Look at him, he's deliriously happy. Look at that face. Otto, stop messing around with grub fruit, will you? Where are you going for lunch? I'm not sure. No, you're delivering it to there. Otto, well, somebody else has took over the rock crusher, so you can't really do it, can you? 3 more. And then the power situation should be pretty... well, power was alright anyway. It was just the wire wasn't good enough. Party line. Yeah, with the party line, we can actually make them a little area to go and play in. I'm a bit loath to get rid of this just yet. We've got a bunch of pickled meal. It's more than half of our food supply. Pickled meal. Rather than grub fruit preserve. We want the grub fruit preserve to take over. Yeah, we might make another ranch here. Let's check the research. I want to make sure that I've got the keeping arm thing. Where are you? Yeah, there you are. Auto sweeper is already reset. Nobody can build it yet, and that's the robo miner was what I was thinking of. We will need a metal refinery. Very fast forge. Okay. Got off there, but we need the extra. We'll need this. At some point in the future, we will be needing that, so let's get it. I wonder how long till these grubs start popping out. And we can deconstruct that. I'm going to put a fire pole there, but they're a little slow at the moment getting stuff done, so I'm going to give them a chance to catch up. Not enough refined materials just yet. Conductive wire. Go on, build those 3 wires, will you? Even our chef is deliriously happy. Sparkling away, look at him. Been all that way for a little tiny scrap of sulfur. Sulfur maniacs they are. And we are getting some coal produced. Good to know, good to know. You know your farm is working correctly when you get produced. Well, Catalina's also in the zone, look. You're going to harvest it. Okay, fair enough. Don't let me get in the way. This wall is getting replaced with granite because I forgot to change it. Granite's all around here, so that's useful. All of this off of, well, technically 2 power transformers. Tiny one for this. And that one is running everything else. The whole base. Very low powered. Getting some of that smashed up. Catalina's doing a good job there. I think he's off farming. I wish on the priorities you could literally drag these into the order you want them in, because sometimes you want storing to be really high up. I think storing is way more important than some of the other things they've got right at the top. But never mind. What I mean is, if you want someone to do, say, digging and storing, they will always do a digging job before they'll do a storing job. If they're they got 2 up arrows in it, it's the same as just having a line in both. Got 2 up arrows in both because they're the way the point system works. Because this is more, this comes first, digging comes before storing. Digging will always be done first. You would have to have 2 up arrows in storing and no up arrows in digging to actually make them store rather than dig, which isn't always what you want. Sometimes you want them to do a job that's at this end, and there may be, I don't know, there might be a doctor, a rocket person, or tidying, or a cook. But you want them to do supplying first and then cook. No, they'll always cook first and then supply. The order of it is. We'll get a worm grow in a minute. I can feel it. There's loads of eggs here. I'll make sure that sugar gets taken out. I would like to set a sweep order. Very low. This has been dug through. This is awesome. Awesome. Done it again. That was automatic. You meant to do that. Right, let's drop a ladder in here. Then I'm going to do those 2 there. I'm going to replace one there. And I'll replace that one there. There we go. All of this can just be a 6. Do it all. Excellent. Nice. That is exactly what I wanted. See, this room's going to fill up with steam. We need to work our way down. Now, I know these are like abyssalites, so we don't really need to do them. As we work down here, we can work at an angle. That's loud. have a little bit less volume there so I can talk. As we build this one, we can dig that one out, build that one, dig that one out, build that one. Gonna keep doing that. Da, 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 da. And build those. Actually, don't build the top one. Actually, do build the top one. Don't build the one under it. Okay. I know what I'm on about. Anybody know what I'm on about? I don't know what I'm on about. If this was open Steam, it isn't, but if it was, then the Steam wouldn't be able to come through because there's a block here. As soon as that block is built, we deconstruct that one and build the next one. That way we can work our way down until we reach the water level. Water level should act as a blockage for us, as long as we don't do anything stupid. It's hot water, but we can probably get away with dipping in it a little bit. There we go, this is good. Wish they'd build that one before they keep building these, but hey, they're gonna just keep building these and Genie's coming. Build that one. Well done. More research has just been completed. A liquid tepidizer. More liquid stuffs. Yep, good, good, good. And I think they're going to lunch anyway, so that's fine. Someone can finish that. Marked as an unreachable dig. May have to replace it. Occasionally the game does that to you. Ah, Aquatuners, my old friend. Bring your balloon with you, won't you, Stinky? You're only next to like 75-degree water, but bring your balloon. We still don't have anyone that has a local crop tending skill. We don't have any skills to get. Somebody will need to become a farmer dedicated, I think. Or we'll pick a farmer if one comes up. On 8 dupes. No, 2 more for now. Maybe 12 we'll go up to, but we've only got 5 beds in a row. Go up to 12, we'd end up with there. I don't like the odd number. Yes. We could make the bedrooms bigger, obviously. Useful. Coming to do this one? Place it. Now it says awaiting delivery. Cancelled. How much crushing have you got left to go? Quite a bit. We've got a little bit of copper in stock now, which is nice to have. But we know that we've got a iron volcano up here. Once we've tamed that, we've got everlasting iron forever. Not a worry about wasting all the copper. Probably get a little bit more copper. Gonna need some down here. Build our fire pole. Oh, there's a mushroom. Dust cap ready. Pipe. Don't know whether to get rid of that yet. Yeah, let's get rid of it now. You can go. Well, pick up all the junk, get rid of it. I'll have another one on there, please. What have we got? We got sandstone down here. We got sandstone up there. Yes, we can carry on building out of sandstone then. Excellent. Like to put that away. Give them a bit more sulfur to go grab. Like grabbing their sulfur. Ah, there we go. That's now being dug diagonally. Once that's virtually done, I'll click this. I've learnt not to click it too soon because someone will come along and dig it out right before you wanted it done. At the moment, not dormant, but it's idle. Excuse me. And that's another one done. Let's dig that one. Let's carry on. Work our way down into the soup. And once we hit the water, it will create its own seal, like a liquid lock. And once that happens, we can bring the ladder right down into the water as much as we can get into it. Break this off. We'll have to get that thimble reed can stay, but we'll have to get this one out of the way. And then... Hello, punk. How are you doing? Hope you're having a great day. Take that one out and move it down by another one. Slow process, grinding our way down. We could just bust into here, get these thimble reeds out and make some suits, but without having an air system really in place apart from these two, really not that feasible. I'd rather sort of tap into this. Now, get this all worked in. Yes, I'm on a wonderful day. It's great. Well, technically it's a night for me. 1 AM. Nearly. It's good here. Well, leave a bit of space, so you've got to get into here and do this one. Come on, Ashcan, you can do it. Look at that. I'd set that on a 4, that sweep order, and they've nearly completed it. Excellent. Nicely done. It's already making the water. Touch it. Up to it. I have to go 1 extra down, I think. Thought someone was having a shower. I could hear water running. Otto. Making a racket there with your water. There we go. Polluted water coming in. Ah, this one is done now, so I am going to, they say, not that, I want food. I want a hydroponic tile right on the end here. And it's not going to let me, is it? No. Typical. I'm going to put a block there. They can still get through the door over the block if they need to. Hopefully it will stop the Sweetle from deciding to drop in here and land up in the soup. He'll drown if he goes in there. Yeah, he won't be able to get out. Hopefully he won't get blocked in with the tile, but he might do. Depends. Nope, he's not going to. Alright, so that can now be deconstructed. And we're going to put a thimble reed in there. These. They won't grow very fast because it'll only get fed polluted water whenever the toilets are flushed. That really won't go very quick. Turn that up a bit. And that one. On a bit higher priority, please. Ashcan, you didn't have to run to the other end of the universe to get a bit of... There. Just pick it up. There you go. Thank you. They always seem to go for a 100-mile sprint before they come back what you wanted. Right. That gets down, we can... Good. Excellent. That's now made a liquid lock of sorts. We can dig those two out and they should just drop into the water so they won't off-gas. We'll find some way of dealing with the slime later on. What did I set that at? Set that at a higher priority, shall we? Oh, look at them. They're running to pick up their sulfur. Sulfur addicts, they really are. So we could send these farms maybe over here, but the reason I put them here in the first place is they're nice and close to this sulfur. But now they're kind of in our way for expanding the base. I would like to have another 2 rows of beds here. They will all be plastic beds, comfy beds eventually. And let's click on the research and see what to crack on with. Applied science needs to be done at a material study terminal. Need that yellow. This one. Material study terminal. And that enables us to use not the red box, reflector and generator. But I believe I might stick a couple of doors just here and turn this into a temporary little room to give them somewhere to go when they're having their break instead of standing around a printing pod. Oh, Sweepy's up and about. Hello, mate. How you doing? I like Sweepy. That's not his power, that's his capacity of junk, isn't it? Yeah, content. Empty. I think that's power anyway. But he'll keep the canteen nice and clean. And any junk he puts in there, eventually we'll have a sweeper arm in here that'll take anything he gets out. You know what they're like. They come in. Ah, someone's delivered him his copper. There's 20 grams of dirt that he found. So if one of these guys decides not to eat their entire glass jar, as well as all their fruit preserves, but I think they're going to both eat it all. Oh, no, no. He's left his jar and he's ran off. Does that mean they need even more downtime? Surely not. Going to get some dirt out of it. Nice. That's working quite well. But it does mean Sweepy's going to pick up this 317 calories. There we go. And no more messes left lying around. And all you need is a little room with a door open. People will keep it nice and clean for you. I thought I'd changed that. Oh, I did. But then I may have... No, I didn't crash the game. Let's be honest. I clicked the X and I closed it. Yes, that's what I did. Closed it. Right, let's sweep all that junk up. And... Lovely, we have a liquid lock. Let's do that. Let's continue this ladder down as far as it will let us. We'll have to uproot that from the bottom of the ladder once we can reach it. Nice, things are happening. I need a drink. I will be right back. And I am back. And they still haven't done anything. Oh, that's because it's on a lower priority. Let's make it a 8. Hopefully no one will drop off that ladder because they won't be able to get out and they will drown. Yeah. Interesting. Dig that ladder out. Come on, you can do it. Well, don't dig it out. Build it. Build it. This should be reachable from there. Hopefully they don't fall in. That is super hot water, and if they fall in, it will probably be good. And there's no air down there either. Well, I see legs coming. Hello, Catalina. What are you doing here? Why has every man and their dog got to come down here? Oh, God. Well, I suppose it is a farming job. That one also needs to be uprooted, but I'm not sure if that's reachable from there. I think it is. I'm going to also plug another ladder in, I think. Might do 2 ladders just so that they can climb out in case of disaster. In case someone falls in. You know what they like. They like to fall in. That up so they can get their hands on that sulfur. We all know how much they love it. And let's see. Who's a dupe? Ooh, directlet eggs. Nice. Oh, that's actually very useful. We could take those directlet eggs. But we could also do with building tidying. On Doctor, that is so good. I don't mind that actually. But I would love the directlet eggs, but I'm going to take the ruby. Got ours. Ruby is now going to go on to... But 1, 2, 3, 4 on there. 1, 2, 3, 4 on there. Have we got 8 people? I thought. Okay, so for now you're going to go on to days. Your skills are going to be oh, you're going to digging and building. But for now, I've got a funny feeling. Yeah. Put you into hard digging because we need you to be able to dig. Okay, so priorities. Ruby. Going to be building. Storing. When you go down. So if there's no building digging to do, you can do that. But we'll also have you tidying. And I want to lower these. Where's the guy we want to tidy? I want Bubbles doing that. Storing. Dinky. You're supposed to be ranching. A little bit of farming, a little bit of ranching. Max, you're supposed to be doing the same. Between them all, they should get it all done. Otto's doing the operating. Ruby is going to be more of a dog's body. For now, until they get their building digging up. There we go. That should work lovely. Let's go to skills. Let's give Ruby a hat. Now, I don't think she'll be pleased with that. Oh, they've done this. Excellent. And they've dug that out. We get that one while we're here. I want to go and get that. I want to come back down here now. I want to put in that the hydroponic tile water one. And that way, when the polluted water out of these toilets and dirty water, it will come down, it will go through this tile and then go into the system. It will come, say, I want it to go right by that tile and back up. I don't want there to be a tile gap, because then polluted water will sit in that tile waiting to be fed into it. I don't want that. I want it to just go like that. So the polluted water comes down, a little amount will go into there. That's it. Can have one tile gap if you wish. It will obviously use up more of your polluted water, and less of it will go through the system and be recycled. I'm going to use their snipping tool. I've still got my one installed. And now, should fill that. Deconstruct that tile, please. And plant in there. Hey. Where are you? Not balm lily. Thimble reed. So it won't grow all the time. It'll only grow when these toilets are flushed and a little bit of liquid comes into it. But it'll absorb enough. Yeah, I might build that down here because I don't... Oh, actually, science room. That means this has got to go. Deconstruct. I have to build another one somewhere. Where should we go? There for now. Oh, actually, let's put it right on there. We will be upgrading our oxygen. If we had more room... Oh, there's something there, isn't there? So we've got a bit of space here. In this little bit of space, we're going to use that to make our little air. So we're going to pump water into the... where is it? Electrolyzer. And we'll have a little hood on it. We need power. We need to see if we've already researched the hydrogen generator. We'll have a couple of hydrogen generators. They will absorb all the hydrogen that comes off of it. We could put it up here, I suppose. That way easier to get to with a cooling loop later on. Because it will need cooling at some point. They'll be alright for a while. Eventually they'll need cooling down. See what we can destroy now. Let's bring this ladder down. At least there. Yeah, we'll dig that out after they've brought the ladder down. Right, so I want to sweep this seed out. Sweep that seed out. Is there a seed there, or did they get that one? I think they got that one. Yay. So that is useful. What we can do then is, while we're in the water, we can dig this piece out. Maybe even get over there. I don't want to lower that level too much because it will go below this. So very careful. Another 2 in. Right. Manual red bolt generator. Ah, that'll be fun. Oh, yes. Right, so what was that new machine we just did? Not the red bolt generator, I mean the materials study terminal, was it that? I think it was that. Yeah, but that needs red bolts. That can't go in here. Yeah, they're queuing up here. I don't like that. So I would like a... what do I need? A party phone line. Back in the middle. I think you need a... a decor item. Yes, you do. Yeah, I thought so. So a decor item will be sculpting block. See if that works. Sculpting block. I want to know. Power line. We can just drop from there. Boom. Not the most elegant of solutions, but it'll give them a room to stand in where they'll get a morale bonus. Okay. So if we are going to do that in this room, bonus. Oh, saving or something. Frozen. Is that flippable, this building? No. I am pressing 0 and nothing is flipping. If that would flip around, we could have put it over this end and fired the red bolts through into it from that side. But that's not going to work. So, yeah, we're getting guys born in there now. Sweep that out. Sweep that out, please. Remove those eggs. How do you like those eggs? Yeah. What we could do, I think we'll get rid of these 2 tiles here. Construct those 2. Deconstruct those 2. And the 2 on the outside there. They can go as well. And we'll have to lower all this down. That can go, say, there. Go there, actually. Excellent. That way we can make this the floor level, which is the correct height for this. It was a guess. I didn't know how much water we had. It looked like it needed to be bigger, I think. That's fine. It means this also needs to be moved. Once that's built, this one's done. We'll move that over there and then just deconstruct this one and move that down. Yeah, a bit more convoluted, but it's okay. What's the matter? You're a bit huffy and puffy, Gene, aren't you? Hey? 3, 4. Take it straight across. Get all of that. Yeah, might as well. What's in there? Inspect. Okay. We got a data bank from that. Nice. Read all those later. Pictures. Oh, there's some copper. More copper ore. Yeah, we're going to have to get into here, I think, from underneath to make that all drop down without losing all our water into it. Our nice clean water into all this polluted water. Well, it's polluted water, but it's clean. It's not no germs in it. Whereas this is polluted water with food poisoning germs. Hello, Sweepy. How you doing? When you get a rare item, you can click on Sweepy and put it on his head. You can put a grub fruit preserve on his head. Eventually, you'll come back and find someone's dumped one on him. Excellent. This thing is still pumping away, and you can barely see the oil. Oh, you can see little traces of it now, here and there. Will eventually build up. It's making this quite hot. We'll need to run a loop. Chlorine gas vent is making me think that we could make a little ranch for these guys. And just have a chlorine vent pump into a room. And that way we can grow pincher pepper plants in there and have these guys eating the balm lilies and pepper. I think it's balm lily they grows in it, is it? Balm lily grows in chlorine, yeah. So we can have balm lilies growing in there to feed them. I don't know how many they need each. That would work. So the chlorine vent might not be quite so useless after all. Become a room. Hey, it's our room. Excellent. We could have a couple of party phone lines so they can actually talk to each other on the phone. Seems a bit pointless, but... Oh, they're having a grand old clean-up. I like it. Excellent. So let's come in here. Take that one out. I want to dig those out so that we can build a floor there without all that junk coming up into the room. I mean, when that's dug out, it's all going to fall down. But by that time, we will have suits. So it won't matter. It's a bit warm. I'm sorry. Very sorry. Do it. Do it. Run! Run, Ruby. It's going to erupt. Oh, God. I think I better cancel those two. Don't bother. Go away. It's not necessary right now. Let this thing overpressure and stop, and then you can do it. We've got to dig this bit out here and build a floor at this level. We need a pump in here as well that's not going to get overheated. If we build it along this height there and leave 2 tiles depth, we can build the pump down here somewhere. And the pump will always be underwater. We can put a, what are those, we get a plumbing. We want one of those, liquid shut off. No. We might not have it. Under automation? Maybe it's under automation. Yeah, that thing. The hydro sensor. We'll put that above the pump. So we need 3 tiles. 1, 2, 3. We need to go down to this level here. We'll wait for it to stop venting before we try. We're going to think, you're right there, Jean. You seem to be a little bit bored. Nothing to do. Let's give you some digging to do, shall we? Give you some... Dig that off as well. That'll give the diggers, builder diggers, something to do because they're itching to get hold of job. I'm going to deconstruct that bit there so they don't keep going up this ladder. We might be relocating this later. So we've moved that down. There's a 2 gap there. This is now deconstructible, please. Get rid of that. It actually got enough room to make this a proper 4 gap here. I could do that. I would. Okay. Unless we find a lot of water that we want to add to it at some point. I think that clicked properly, did it? There we go. They're desperate for jobs to do. Look at them. Straight there. And this has got to be removed over this side. Don't like it too close to the wall. That can now go there. Yep, this is going to start getting hot eventually. Deconstruct that one. We'll leave this pipe in place, but we'll just deconstruct that bit of it. That way, if we ever need to add water to the tank, we can. For later date, it will be in place. I'm thinking of pushing this in by both sides. Yeah, I think it would look nicer. There we go. Excellent. Rid of all of that. Doesn't go anywhere. That was our pump here from this water pocket that was here earlier on. I would like to try to get all this water down here. I don't know if it joins together down here. I hope it does. There's a little pocket of polluted water there, which implies that it does. same biome, you'd get all that polluted water in the same place. That would be very useful. One more dupe should be not long. Dupe is having a clean. Oh, he's already got his pot on his head. His jar. And he's doing a good job of keeping this room clean, which is what I wanted. I suppose we could have another sweepy on the farm to pick up all the grub fruit seeds and everything. Work. The way I tend to do it later on is I'll have a dropper here that will drop the sulfur into the room, just drop it on the floor, and the sweepers will pick it up and put it in the plants as they need it. And the rest of the stuff on the floor will just be food for the sweeters. So if you have a sweeper bot in there, he's going to be spending all of his time picking up that. I want to carve through all of this. Go pour down and carve through all of that. And just put that sort of thing in. It's unnecessary. It doesn't have to be on a high priority. It can be 5. Oh, there might be something else here. Yeah, plant. It just gives them something to do when there's nothing to do, so. Being idle. Frankie has got even more skill points. My God, Frankie. A bit more there. Right, now we can get into here, I think. In a couple of tiles. Actually, if I cancel that, I put in the tiles down there, not there. Don't do that. Then that will push the water up and out. We won't have any wasted water that will drip down in here later on. Useful. Also going to dig those 3 tiles out. Hopefully that won't make the water level too low. Some people are coming to start doing it. Excellent. Well done, Ashcan. Just dig your way through everything. Yeah, it's a bit hot, I'm afraid, but you can get in there and get that done quick for us. Excellent. Everybody gets a turn at getting a little bit scorched. I was keeping that clean, this room, but never mind. It's not going to stay clean. Get out of there. Stop running back to get algae. And burning yourself up. A muppet. My best digger. Ashcan's not feeling the best. Got himself a little bit hot. Come on, Ashcan, get out of there. Don't just stand there like a lemming. So now we need that automation, a hydro sensor, but we've only got copper to build it out of, which overheats at plus 50, which is not very good. We could do with some gold amalgam. I've seen patches of gold amalgam places. So let's see if we can snaffle some from somewhere. I think we're going to have to come in here to get it. This is the best place. So if I go now, place our block there. Oxygen. Place a deodorizer there. Power. Now we can run it from this one, I think. Just normal wire. Yeah, for now we're going to run it from... Actually from here, isn't it? That's the mains power. That needs to be changed over. So we will run it from here. Straight through the bottom of this water. Yeah, that looks... no, not conductive wire bridge, just a wire bridge. That. Let's hope they don't get stupid and go in the water to do it. They don't need to go in the water to do it. Unless they're at this end. They do for this little piece here. But it should be a very quick job to do. Right out of the fire and into the well, water pit. Also into the frying pan. It's 22 degrees, so it's not exactly cold. I suppose compared to 70-degree water, it's... That way we can make this our little entrance into this area, and any air that comes past that's polluted will have to go past this deodorizer and get cleaned. Oh, I also want to switch this, that bit there, bit here. That should do. All of that should be replaced with the better wire. For now. Yeah, but we'll have a proper power plant later. Fine. The oxygen machine will be self-powered. I am a fool. I just spotted 2 pieces of gold amalgam right there. Let's dig those 2 up. I know it's in the hot water, but need to get it put there. Dig 2 more out, build that 2 lower before we dig any further. Like that little in the right spot to be turning. Oh, someone's got a skill. Let's poke our nose into the skill. Bubbles has got a skill. Catalina's got a skill, but Catalina was the... I need to check. Schedule. No, priorities. No, skills. Right one, isn't it? Catalina's got -2 in machinery. Plus 11 in agriculture. So you are our crop tender, definitely. Got the love for it as well. Bubbles, yes, you can go critter ranching. Okay. Carry on for another 9 minutes. That doesn't look like it's on your head properly. It looks like it's more balancing on your eyes. Okay. More food is coming in. Food is starting to complete. I don't think we've quite got enough food coming in. Well, that was the reason for like lowering this, wasn't it? So build that down here. Are we going to have the food down here or another ranch? I think if I bring the food down, we can move the ranches over here, and then we can have 2 food farms down here. That fantastic. That will be the level, the floor. We'll build that. Then we can put a proper floor here. Yeah. Then we can move that. Well, make a second food farm down here. On this level here. That will become another food farm. We'll get rid of this one. We'll have 2 down here and 2, and maybe 3 ranches here. The hatches. I want to do them a completely different shape. So if I go to shipping, auto sweeper, no refined metals, so we need that. I should be refining properly, but it's just easy doing it. We know we've got everlasting iron, so not bothered. Probably got everlasting copper as well somewhere when we find one. Something there. And we can do something with all these volcanoes. And I'll be carrying on for another 6 minutes. And then that will be it. We need to reach something for our... I think we've got everything we need for the oxygen machine. Need a loom eventually. We might as well just get that. I like pictures. They're quite funny, trying to match them all. Keep deleting it and rebuilding it until you've got one. Right, so I need to go utility. No, it wasn't utilities. It was it automation? Yes, it was. And we need a hydro sensor. But we need to make it out of gold. So I need to come in here. I thought we had some... Oh, we've got a little bit of gold amalgam. Yeah, I didn't realise we had some. How much pepper seeds we've got now? Okay. I'll put that there. Then we'll go down by 2. Which basically means we should have built this anyway. Left that to pop up. I'm going to redo that. There. One there. I don't know if we need to. That one particularly. We might be able to reach that. Excellent. I shouldn't have built that so quickly. I was thinking of keeping the dirt dropped down below the floor level. But I don't want this water trapped in here because it will fall into this. And in this game, waters don't mix. They don't share the same tile. And although that's polluted water, it's not got any germs. And this is nice, clean. If that had germs in it, it would transfer to that, even though the liquids won't mix. But we will only be streaming for another 4 minutes. It's 3 hours. And back. Nice. As it is at the moment. We can have one more. This person's already skilled in mechatronics. Look at that. Armor. Doesn't like animals. Decreased athletics, but already has mechatronics. I don't think I'm going to pick right now. I'm going to leave that for a minute. Till next episode. And then I'll decide. We will bring our food farms down here. Originally put it up there because it was closer to the food source for all this sulfur, but I don't think that's necessary. It's kind of in the way of our development. I want to keep building bedrooms and that room called, yeah, recreation room. I want a proper one of those up there. That power wire is changed over. Excellent. So we will have a pump put in here. We'll block all this off. Pump and the switch will stop it from, so the pump will always be submerged in water. It won't pump all the water out. And then we'll wire that up to a self-powered oxygen making machine next episode. I think that's a good bit done today. Back in the soup and you're not even feeling better yet, are you? Yeah, it's rather warm in here, isn't it? Is that reachable? Yes, it is. Good. Click it just quick enough. Make them build it while they're still there. Nope, he's got to leave. He's got to breathe. And a bit warm. Yes, it's toasty. It's 71 degrees in here. Once we can start using some of this water, this thing can start actually running again. Once we come back with suits, we will strip all of this out. What I often do is have a layer here of just normal sandstone or granite tiles and fill this area with water, cold water. That way when the steam comes up, it's got something to condense it on. And that takes a very long time before that cold water warms up. Once it does, you just bust a hole in the side, let all the water inside, brick it back up and put some more in. It lasts a very long time before it actually point where too hot. Carry on. You sometimes have to dig all of the tiles out and replace it, or you can run your cooling loop through that water. Also works quite well. This is actually working because it's not pushing the dirt up the top. It's moving it along instead of up, which is really handy. Yeah, you're getting very hot. So that's 3 hours. That is it. I am there. I'm not going to make a decision there. Oh, hey up. Hey up. Hey up. Catalina is doing a bit of gardening. Yep, I sounded like a country bumpkin then. Zoom out. I'll make a decision on the printing pod, that's what I was saying. Next episode. And I can say is thanks for coming, thanks for watching. See you next time.